Today we would like to talk about the Insta360 GO. We're gonna not focus on the GO 2, but we're gonna figure out what we want from the next generation of the Insta360 GO 2. If you can stick together with me till the end, I will show you the ideal camera that I want. I have long been expected from the Insta360 GO 3. To tell you the whole story, I will first start with the Insta360 GO 2. Even in the year 2023, I believe that the GO 2 is still very capable, a tiny, mighty action cam that really helps me a lot to capture a lot of great first-person POV shot. And for the company Insta360, they have delivered a new product really fast. I believe that the next generation GO 2 is already in the PVT session, because it has been 2 years, over 2 years, and we can see a lot of great new technology. When we look back in history in the year 2023, the GO 2 is inevitably not great enough anymore. And Insta360 X3 went viral in the previous session, and I believe some of the features from X3 will definitely be immigrated to the next generation of Insta360 GO 2. But hey, before we talk about the Insta360 GO 3, let's talk about the GO 2. Especially, we're going to focus on some features that we hate about this camera. So number one is the overheating issue. It easily gets overheat because the camera is so small yet so powerful. It literally generates a lot of heat while recording. So the maximum recording length for this camera has been optimized to 5 to 10 minutes. And the internal battery for the Insta360 GO 2 is also very limited. Even though the GO 2 has built-in 4K imaging sensor, but with the circular inner crop, the final resolution has been limited to 4040p. And the audio quality on Insta360 GO 2 is good, but not excellent, especially when Insta360 has achieved stunning audio quality with spatial audio pickup pattern on the Insta360 X3. The GO 2 only has built-in microphone on the camera, not on the remote controller. So the audio pickup pattern is very limited, and the audio performance is good, not excellent. We only have a remote control LED screen, but we don't have a live preview. For most of the prediction video on the GO 3, people really want a built-in screen on the GO 2 camera or even on the remote controller. If you just want to record short video clips, it's definitely great. But if you ever want to record a long video or use your GO 2 as your vlogging camera, the GO 2 is not qualified enough at this moment. And don't forget, the GO 2 only has a limited internal storage. At the initial launch, we only have a 32 gigabyte internal memory, and there are only around 20 gigabyte available for our content shooting. This is definitely not great enough. And copy and paste transfer data from the camera to your Mac or PC. Sometimes, the transfer speed is relatively slow. But anyway, for such little form factor, I believe the Insta360 GO 2 has pushed the limit a giant step forward and deliver a great overall experience. But when Insta360 released the X3, I think we get a sneak peek about the next generation GO 3. Back in the year 2022, the Insta360 unveiled the X3. That definitely went viral as a 360 action cam, the first of its kind. With the implement of a brand new image sensor, the half-inch IMX586 with quad-bare pixel pattern. The engineer behind X3 has jam-packed a lot of great new features on a single lens shooting mode. And I believe Insta360 will definitely put some of this excellent feature in the next generation GO 3. The 4K resolution is now possible on the X3 single lens shooting. There's plenty of pixel on the IMX586. You literally have plenty of space to crop, even with a circular fisheye. Considering a better chipset, more powerful chipset, the X3 could perform in-camera flow state stabilization that we get MP4 file that ready for edit in post-process. It did a great job in both photo and video with the help of this brand new image sensor. And the battery life definitely went beyond our expectation. The long duration battery life that makes Accessories definitely super wonderful in our content creation. The Accessories has built a 4 microphone pickup array that could capture spatial audio, and with directional autofocus, this camera could give you a shotgun microphone equivalent audio quality. And yes, don't forget, on Accessories we have a giant touch screen that also be doubled as a live preview on a single lens. I really love this feature. This definitely makes the vlogging possible even with a single lens on the Accessories. Since Accessories has plenty of pixels to warp and crop in post, so there are 4 individual digital lenses that built inside the camera. After investigation on the Accessories single lens, I think we probably get to unveil the next generation GO 3. Generally speaking, if the engineers has jam-packed the single lens feature on Accessories to the GO 2 form factor and the remote controller, I think this product gonna be satisfying, but not excellent. And with some extra bonus features on the GO 2 form factor, I think all of these features going to cover my prediction for the next generation GO 3. First, let's talk about the form factor. I think Insta360 would definitely jammed a larger image sensor inside the GO 3, aka the at least half-inch image sensor, just like the Accessories. So, literally speaking, the GO 3, the camera module, going to be a little bit larger. Well, to get a great audio performance on the camera module, you should at least jam-pack 2 microphones on the module to get a great audio quality, or at least a little bit directional sound quality. And you know, for the Insta360 GO 2, for a single microphone on the camera, it is really difficult to get a great audio performance in every scenario. And for the camera module, we want a better heat dissipation for long-term recording with the camera. I mean, especially heat dissipation on the back of this camera, at the same time with magnets, with magnetic design, and socket to connect with the remote controller. The remote control should be redesigned from inside out. I think I would love to expect a much larger remote controller that with a built-in screen for live preview. I really want this. And maybe you can put a flip screen if possible, and add more microphones. Add more microphones on this remote controller, since the DJI Action 2 has generated great audio performance. You know, for the DJI Action 2, there are only 2 microphones on the camera module, but there are 3 extra microphones on the battery module or screen module. That you stick them together, you get a shotgun microphone equivalent audio quality. And yes, don't forget the external SD card slot, or at least a micro SD card slot for us to copy the paste data with better efficiency. And yes, more buttons on remote controller for better interaction experience with the camera, and should gain more precise control on each of the settings. And don't forget, we want a single or dual coordination mount thread hole that has no mechanical interference with the Type-C port, and a large battery on the remote controller for long-term battery life. These are the hardware features that I've been predict for the next generation GO 3. Next one, let's talk about some software features that Insta360 has long been good at in the market. First, 4K at 30 FPS, at 3.6K and up to 60 FPS for video capability, and for photos, at least 36 megapixel with RAW DNG format and Pureshot. And next is the real-time flow state stabilization and horizon leveling that could literally generate MP4 format in the camera. They're ready for cut, edit in post. And I wish the engineer from Insta360 could bring back the active HDR on a single lens on Accessories and definitely immigrate to the Go 3. For active HDR on a single lens, it is possible to deliver 2.7K at 30 FPS with horizon leveling. So this is definitely a killer feature for the Go 3 if the engineer only packed this feature for the Go 3. A multi-channel audio record capability that for directional audio edit in post. And I wish we can change the directional performance of the microphone areas inside the settings for the new camera. A more AI-powered feature in the software to speed up the workflow, make the camera easier than Go 2. If the Go 3 could record long video, I think AI could be really important. And on the Insta360 flow, we have already experienced the hope mode. The AI could help you cut and trim the highlight, and with the flashcard, automatically assemble as a vlog on the basis of the Genie library and the flashcard template. The tiny mighty action cam will be even more intelligent and responsive as a company for yourself. And we even want real-time time shift. We don't want to export with Studio anymore. We don't want to export with app anymore. We want copy and paste and directional and directly share to our social platform, because time shift really empowers this camera and differentiate the Insta360 from any other competitors. And next one, let's talk about even more about the mounting options. The Go 2 was designed to be a first-person POV shot camera, but literally speaking, if you mount the camera under your neck, it is not a real first-person POV shot. I really wish that Insta360 giving us a brand new mounting option that could mount on my glass or mount on the side of my primary eye, the right eye. That will genuinely generate a real first-person POV shot that deliver a better immersive experience with my small, mighty camera. Because I don't want to mount the camera just like wearing a necklace. I want this camera to be my eye and to capture, record exactly my eyes perceive the world. What if the Insta360 implement a quick release system on the next generation Go 3? It's literally gonna boost your workflow. It will make the content creation more interesting. And the DJI Action, the magnet quick release system, is a great example. Well, these are my personal predictions on the next generation Insta360 GO 3. I've been waiting for this camera for quite a long time. I just can't wait. Just can't wait for the company to release a product, at least give us a sneak peek. Because on April Fool's Day, judging from some official information, Insta360 will definitely release this new camera very soon. And I would love to share with you my personal predictions. These are all of my feature requests for the team. And if you have more idea, creative design and features, please leave down in the comments and let me know. And if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to thumb up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Talk to you soon. See you next time. Bye.